introduction to who I am, and then maybe what are some good referral sources for us. So I grew up in Jupiter, Florida, down on the East Coast. That's where most of my family still lives. I've lived over here in St. Pete now about 10 years. Kind of started my career off, I guess, going back to college. I went to University of Central Florida, studied economics and pre-law there. Always thought I'd get into a little bit more economics and it would be like more theory, but ended up just being a math major. So wasn't really what I was looking for. I ended up leaving college and actually worked for a congressman right out of college, Congressman Cliff Stearns out of North Florida. Worked for him in DC on Capitol Hill for a little while. And that's where I really liked that. Thought I would go into something like politics. And so I wanted to go to law school. So I ended up leaving there, went to Ave Maria School of Law. And there I took trial advocacy. And again, kind of changed my trajectory a little bit. I fell in love with going to trial, advocating for clients. I really just loved that class. So I took a couple of what they call CLIs, or certified legal internships, with the state attorney's office. I asked a lot of my professors, where do you have to go to get the most trial experience? They said public defender or a state attorney. I said I would never be a defense attorney. So I ended up going to the state attorney's office. How I ended up here is I ended up just applying to basically every circuit. They called me here right away, came up here, interviewed for the job, hired me right away, and started my legal career here in St. Pete. I worked for, then it was Bernie McCabe, the state attorney here for the Sixth Circuit for Pinellas and Pasco County. I got a lot of experience. They first throw you into misdemeanor county court. You learn kind of petty crimes and things like that. They quickly moved me on to traffic court. I headed the North County office there for a while. We just deal with DUIs exclusively there and other traffic related offenses. So that's how I got really good with that. Actually, in 2015, Mothers Against Drunk Driving gave me a statewide award for prosecuting DUIs on the other side. After that, moved up to felony and did a lot more serious stuff. Did everything from, petty misdemeanor crimes all the way up to murders by the time I was done there. I was about 3.5 years at the state attorney's office. Got to know some the other defense attorneys in the area. Decided maybe I would be open to being a defense attorney, and decided to quit and open up my own office. So I started literally from nothing, ordered some furniture on Amazon and literally put it together myself in the office. And here we are 6 years later, got 2 partners and some staff here, and we've built it up pretty good. So as far as what are stages that we can help somebody at. So obviously, if you know somebody who's got arrested, that's a great referral for us, right? They need a lawyer right now. They're facing charges, they're going to court, they need somebody right now. But there's also some other places we can help. If you get a detective shows up and puts a card in your door and says, give me a call, that's a good time to contact a lawyer right away. Anything that's pre-arrest. So if you know you're under investigation, you know somebody who's under investigation, they're reaching out to you, they want to talk to you, that's the critical time to contact a lawyer. Also, after your case is over, in some circumstances, we can do what's called seal or expungement. So if you have certain conditions, or you have what's called a withhold of adjudication, or if your case was dismissed, you can seal or expunge your case. You can get it off your record. That helps you with background checks. So if there is any, job application or something you want to apply for, you want to get that bad thing that happened in your past out of the way, you give me a call. We might be able to help you with that. Good referral partners for us. So probably our best referral partner is other attorneys that don't do criminal law. What I found owning my own practice is that people will reach out to you once you're their attorney. So you do anything for them, they're going to come back to you with every problem, but maybe you don't handle that specific problem. So the best thing to do is to have a good network of attorneys that you can refer people to for that particular practice area. I'd say another good referral source for us, like I did in my 30 seconds, is employers that have drivers. Maybe they get in trouble, maybe their license gets suspended, or they can have an attorney that can clear it up for them. Keeps them working for you, and keeps, obviously keeps their job, and it's good for them. So those are good referral sources for me on that. How am I doing on time? Where's 3 minutes? Okay. I guess I'll open up for any questions and answers. Anybody got any questions for me? Yeah.
So everybody's clear, like when you see that card in your door, call you before you call.
Yes, yes. Yeah, you have a right to remain silent in this country. A lot of countries you don't have that. Or if you do remain silent, they can use that against you in court. Most of the time, the advice from the attorney is going to be don't talk to police, but obviously, yes, call us before you call the police and say something you regret. Um, any other questions? Yeah.
With social media, how do you expunge one's record?
Well, it's tough if it's like a private company. Unfortunately, there's a lot of these people who like blow up people's mugshots online, and they're owned by private companies, and there's not a whole lot you can do about that. But you can expunge it with the sheriff's office, who's the one who put the booking photo out there in the first place. So at least you can get rid of that. There is something to say about that too. So these private companies who blow up your mugshot on there, some of them will offer pay us $10 or something like that, and we'll remove it. As soon as you do that, they sell it to like 4 different ones of these websites, and they blast it out there to try to, because once they know you pay, they'll try to get it from you. So don't ever really do that. A lot of people fall into that trap of trying to pay to get it removed from these websites, and then they just immediately post it in 4 different other places. So yeah, be careful with that. Yeah.
How minor of a thing?
Yeah, so we do everything from speeding tickets up to murder cases. So we literally do the full range of it. The only thing we don't do is federal crimes. I'm not federally barred. Not really, don't have a ton of interest in that, but they're kind of far and fewer between. They're good money if you get those cases, but pretty much anything on the state level, whether it's traffic ticket or all the way up to the most serious stuff. So we can do it all. Yeah.
1 minute.
1 minute? Okay. Yeah.
If you do happen to find yourself questioning,
Yeah.
what's the best thing?
Yeah, just say, I want a lawyer. 2 things that'll stop the questioning immediately. I want a lawyer, or I'm not answering any questions. You have to be very specific about that. You can't say, well, I might want a lawyer. They're going to keep questioning you. You have to be very certain about that. You have to say, I want a lawyer, or, I'm not answering any questions. I'm invoking my right to remain silent. So, yeah. What's that? On blowing, so if it's your first time DUI, if you refuse, in Pinellas and Hillsborough County, you can still get into their reckless driving program, so you can still get that as a benefit of it. So there really isn't a whole lot of incentive to blow. If it's your second or subsequent DUI and you refuse to blow, you can be charged with additional crime. But if you take the breath test, you're also giving them the evidence in the case. So generally the advice is refuse, take the driver's license suspension. If it's your first time, you can get a hardship license and get your license back, but you have to contact an attorney within 10 days and we can help you do that. I think I'm out of time. All right, perfect.